Hey, my feel good friend, and welcome to the Feel Good Social podcast. I'm your host, Kinsey, and today we have a very hilarious topic to discuss. We are talking all about social media memes, why they are such great content for you to create and share on social media, my favorite tricks for how to create memes for your brand that land home for your ideal customers, and also different types of memes that you can start dabbling in and creating for your brand. Okay. I'm super excited to chat about this topic because if you listen to episode, 102, our trends for social media marketing for 2022, you probably heard me mention memes, but this is something that has been forever super popular aspect of the internet, and it's going to continue to be a super popular aspect of the internet. And it's a tool that you can use to not only boost your visibility, to not only relate better to your ideal customers, but also actually to help you sell things on social media. So I'm super excited to chat about this topic. It's something that I've been encouraging you, my listeners, to do. It's something that I've been encouraging my Feel Good Social clubbers to create. It's something that I have recently started creating for Feel Good Socials content online too. So I have a little bit of experience myself with this, right? So I cannot wait to dive in. But before we do, I just want to remind you, if you love the Feel Good Social podcast, if you enjoy learning from me, if you like tuning in every week, I would love to ask you to go ahead and share one of your favorite episodes with another biz buddy who could also use to listen to it, right? I love showing up for you every week and creating content that is helpful for you guys, that is actionable, that is maybe just kind of entertaining and whatever relatable for you guys. And I want to continue growing our online Feel Good Social podcast community. So I would love to encourage you to help me do that. Share your favorite episode with another friend who could also find it helpful, and or share your favorite episode to your Instagram stories. And if you do that, make sure that you tag me. I'm at Feel Good Social on Instagram, and I would love for you to tag me in your stories so that I can see it. I won't be able to see it if you don't tag my account. So make sure you tag Feel Good Social, because then I will be able to reshare it. Then I can give you a follow. Then we can connect in real life, which I will be overly excited for, but I'll try to keep my jazz hands voice to a minimum when that happens. But anyway, I would love for you to share it to Instagram. So tag me at Feel Good Social. I'll totally reshare it, follow you, send you love in the DMs, and just be super, super excited to have connected with you over there. So please do that. If you enjoy the show, I will be so appreciative, my friend. Okay, let's go ahead and dive into how you can start creating memes for your brand that land home for your ideal customer. Hey friend, and welcome to the Feel Good Social podcast. I'm your host, Kinsey, and I'm here to help you market your business in a genuine way that works without wasting your precious time. On this show, we chat about social media strategy and mindset tips with a focus on, you guessed it, feeling good. So sit back, relax, and enjoy some genuine conversation for the good of your biz. Do you know what your brand vibe is on Instagram? I have a new fun quiz that's just for you, my friend. I, of all people, know how hard it is to figure out how the heck you're supposed to translate your brand to the gram. And with this quick 7-question quiz, we will help you hone in on your brand's personality, voice, and visuals so that you can show up consistently and create content that looks beautiful and feels on brand for you. This quiz is so awesome. It's been a long time coming, and I know that you're going to have a lot of fun with it. Plus, the results will help you show up in the best way for you. If you'd like to check out our new brand vibe quiz, just head to feelgoodsocial.com/quiz. Pretty easy. Head to feelgoodsocial.com/quiz to find out what your brand's vibe is on social media and start showing up there for your brand. All right, my friend. So the first thing I really quick want to cover is what the heck I'm talking about when I say memes. Okay. Because do not worry. They have been really popular lately, but if you don't know what the heck I'm talking about, it's okay. It is, an internet phrase or word, I guess I should say. So when I'm talking about memes, I basically mean, if you've heard of people talk about GIFs or Giphy, or just on social media, you've probably seen them before, but it's whenever someone shares a photo or a video. This could be even like a loop video of someone doing the same thing over and over, and they label it with something that is relatable to their audience, right? So whenever you're consuming memes and scrolling through the platform, if you see something that is kind of like a photo or video with like a label and it hits home for you and you're like, oh yes, I have been there, or oh my gosh, that is hilarious, right? That is a meme, okay? And if you are still confused, just head to Google and Google meme real quick and tons of things will pop up and you'll be like, oh, that's what Kinsey means, right? But I just wanted to quickly explain what I meant when I was talking about memes, because it is kind of like a new age, for the younger folks type of word, okay? Which you probably are rolling your eyes at me right now and be like, Kins, I know what a meme is, but whatever. Had to cover that real quick, okay? Memes can be ironic. They can just be kind of funny in general. They can hit home for people, super relatable usually, you know what I mean? They can be so real, describing a situation that you're like, oh man, like you hit the nail on the head with this, right? So that's the type of humor that we are trying to create with memes. They are normally funny in a way, right? In some sort of like ironic, lands home, super real type of way, right? And they are super, super awesome to create for your own content for your brand because of a few reasons, right? Memes are relatable, shareable, and just plain fun to create, okay? First things first, memes help to give your brand personality and help you relate to your ideal customer. Okay. So we have all kind of seen, I don't know if you've seen this actually, but, you're scrolling on Instagram, you see a brand that's like super boring and doesn't have any personality. And you feel like you're reading the caption and it sounds like a monotone something, or just like they get lost in the sea of all the other brands out there. They don't have anything that sets them apart, right? We don't want you to be that brand. Okay. We want you to develop a personality for your brand. We want your ideal customers to feel like they relate to you on a close personal level, because that is how you build trust and you build brand affinity and you build an audience of people who want to continuously buy from you, support you, and recommend you to all their friends, right? So memes can help you really create a personality behind your brand and make it more human to help you develop that with your ideal customers and help you stand out online, okay? Memes can also really help to boost your performance on the platform because they are shareable and engaging usually, right? Whenever you create a meme that lands home for your audience, people usually feel compelled to comment on your post, right? If you've ever seen like a meme that someone shared, you're like, oh my gosh, this is hilarious. Like I always feel compelled to like comment and let them know that like I think this is hilarious, right? Or often memes will kind of generate other comments. Like it'll make other people feel like they have an ironic comeback or they have something else funny to say, right? And so they comment on the post. So comments are where it's at. And comments can really help to boost your post performance. So that Instagram boosts it out and shows more people that post because Instagram's algorithm will think that post is valuable because it's getting so many comments, right? Memes are also shareable, right? When you hit home with something that's funny and relatable for your ideal customer, they usually feel compelled to like share that with a friend or share that with their audience on their Instagram stories or something, right? So they might be sending the post to their friends in the DM. They might be tagging their friends in the comments of your post, right? They might just want to share your meme to their Instagram stories because they think it's funny and they want to share the funny thing with the rest of their followers, right? So that will also tell Instagram's algorithm, hey, this post is valuable and your visibility will be boosted. So in general, memes actually perform really, really well on social media platforms because of that. And also, it's just really, really helpful to generate engagement, right? The human side and the algorithm side both can be boosted with memes, okay? So, memes are also super awesome because you can use them in a lot of different ways on the platform. They can help you prove a point, right? If you want to create a super ironic meme, it's like, just so ridiculous, and you label it with something that's so ridiculous for your ideal customers that it makes them think, and they're like, oh yeah, right. Like maybe they have this misconception, this idea in their head, but then you create a meme that is so ironic and like kind of just like blatantly speaking to this misconception that they have and this point. Like memes can help you prove a point, which is wonderful for, developing yourself as a thought leader, developing your brand as an industry leader, all these different things. Like memes can be used for lots of different things, but hopefully you're understanding what I mean about proving a point, right? They can also just help you to boost your know, like, and trust factor with your ideal audience, right? If you can create a meme that is funny and relatable for your ideal customer and it's home for them, they will feel more closely connected to you. Your brand will seem more human to them, and they'll start to like you as if you were more of a friend, a human friend, rather than some like faceless business, right? So that's why memes can be super helpful too. And memes can actually even help you sell things. Just this week, I created multiple memes for Feel Good Social that were kind of just like talking about an idea, talking about relatable situations, proving points and whatnot. But then they lead into an offer to sign up for our 2022 content strategy workshop that I held a couple weeks ago, right? And or signing up for the Feel Good Social Club. I created a few memes to do that as well, right? So memes are kind of like a nice icebreaker way, kind of like a softer way to sell to people, right? If you can get someone to laugh and feel like they relate to your brand, then you lead into the sale, they're probably more likely to say yes to the sale than if you're like, hey, buy from me, which I have also done for Feel Good Social. So if you do that sometimes, like, don't worry, I have been there too, my friend. But that is why memes are so awesome. They're relatable, they're shareable. There are so many different ways that you can use them. They help you boost your visibility and performance on most platforms. They help you build the trust of your audience, make your brand stand out online, and memes aren't going anywhere. They are a cornerstone of content when it comes to the internet, and they will continue to be used throughout the internet forever and ever and ever. Believe me, memes, jokes, like irony, it ain't going anywhere. It is not a trend that is going to fall off a cliff. It is a long ass train trend. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but I think you understand. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into how you can create memes for your brand. And let me just start this out by saying, if you are right now being like, like I know what you're talking about. I love memes, but like I don't know how to create them for my brand. Maybe you're like, I'm not funny, Kinsey. Or maybe I'm over here raising my hand. If you're anything like me, you think that you are hilarious yourself, but other people don't think that you're as hilarious as you are. Believe me, I'm right there. If you are on that train, my friend, I always crack myself up, and my jokes don't ever land home as much for anyone else as they do for myself. So if you are like that, don't worry. Here is how I create memes that, here's the tricks that I use, I guess, to create memes that can kind of land home for people, right? Real quick, have I invited you to join the Feel Good Social Club yet? Oh man, my friend, I would love for you to check out our new monthly membership for down-to-earth entrepreneurs who are ready to create content with ease, actually show up and strategically market your business online every month, and also make friends with rad down-to-earth entrepreneurs who are just like you, who get it, who are in the posting trenches with you, and who are ever ready to give you a friendly air high five or kick in the accountability booty whenever you need it. The Feel Good Social Club is where it is at. Check it out, feelgoodsocial.com/club. In the club, we have a content library full of Canva templates and tutorials and resources to help you make content creation as easy as possible. We also have monthly content planning workshops where we all come together and talk about the upcoming month's strategy for our content. And we also have community forums where you can get together, ask questions of other club members, brainstorm ideas, ask for feedback. So definitely check it out. feelgoodsocial.com/club. Our Feel Good members are seriously some of the most amazing people that I have ever met. And I would love for you to join us. feelgoodsocial.com/club. Check it out. Join today. We would love to see you in there, my friend. All right, let's dive back into today's episode. So the first thing that I always remind people is to keep your ideal customer in mind. Okay. Right now, well, no matter what, we are always trying to create content that is for our ideal customer. We are not trying to create things that we think are hilarious. So, sometimes you got to let some of that stuff go. I'm talking to myself right here. We are not trying to create memes that are hilarious to other people in our industry. We totally could create memes that are relatable and hilarious to other people in our industry who are going through the same thing as us, but that's not who we're creating content for when it comes to our brands on Instagram, okay? No, we are creating content for your ideal customer. So you always want to keep them in mind when you are thinking about how should I create a meme? Like, how should I label this photo? Is this relatable? Is this funny for my ideal customer? Keep your ideal customers in mind because that is the golden rule of creating content. And it can be very, very easy to forget that and to create content for someone else, especially when it comes to memes, right? Because we get caught up in the hilariousness of the joke or the hilariousness of the irony. And it can be really easy to forget that we're actually speaking to our ideal customer and they don't know what the heck we're talking about, right? So just always keep them in mind. That's the golden rule. Write it on a Post-it note, stick it on your computer or wall or something like that whenever it comes time to create content and you're creating memes, because you do not want to forget that. Keep that in mind, okay? Now, the second thing I like to do when it comes to creating memes is my research, okay? This is actually a tip that I use for pretty much creating any kind of content. But what I want to encourage you to do is go to Instagram, go to whatever social media platform you're on, and just start scrolling through and really, really pay attention to the memes that pop up in your account, okay? Or if you don't want to spend time scrolling on Instagram, just go to Google and Google memes and just start consuming those, right? But what we really want to do is not just scroll through and start laughing at all the memes that pop up. I want you to scroll with intention and awareness, okay? So start scrolling through and pay attention to the memes that pop up and ask yourself, what makes this funny? How did they label this in a way that's relatable? Like, oh, what did they do here, right? This is going to help you understand how you could possibly create a similar meme for your brand, right? So as you're doing this research process, go ahead and bring out a notebook so you can make a list of ideas and stuff like that. Make sure that you're saving any meme posts that you think are funny that you want to recreate for your brand so you can come back to them. But just keep that in mind. Like, notice what is funny about this. How did they use this? How did they label this? And ask yourself, how could I recreate this for my brand and my ideal audience, right? This is one of my favorite ways to start creating memes because it's really easy to start firstly noticing how can I create memes for my brand. So you're not just like starting from scratch and being like, what should I create? How the heck should I label this? All this different stuff, right? But also it can help you generate ideas so you're not just trying to pull memes out of thin air and you have direction that you're giving yourself, right? So that is the first thing that I like to do. Now, the second thing I like to do when it comes to creating actual memes is I've noticed when it comes to memes, usually it's based on a situation/topic and it's paired with a certain emotion or feeling, right? Often there's an emotion behind the meme, behind the subject of the meme. There's an emotion behind the situation that is happening in the meme that can be relatable for your ideal customers and relatable to a situation that your ideal customers would relate to, right? So what I really like to do is start on either side of the coin and then work myself to the other side of the coin, right? So think of a topic or a situation that happens that is relatable for your ideal customer. It can be within your brand, within what you do, your process, right? How you help people, different topics in your industry, different situations in your industry, all that stuff. Just make sure that it's relatable to your ideal customer. Again, this is where like we can start to create memes that are relatable for other people in our industry who are just like us and not for our ideal customer, right? So think about your business. Think about how you work with your ideal customer. Think about your ideal customer's experience and their day-to-day related to your brand and how you help them. What situations pop up for you? What topics pop up for you that you want to talk about? And what is the story behind those topics, right? And then think about the emotion in that situation or topic, right? And that is how you can then find a meme that's expressing that emotion and label it with the situation that's relatable to your ideal customer, right? Hopefully this is making sense. I feel like I keep like kind of repeating myself or saying big words, and I don't know if it's making sense, but I hope it is, okay? So think of a topic, think of the emotion within that topic or situation, and then find a meme that's based on that emotion, right? And you can Google eye roll meme or something like that, right? Eye roll GIF. Side note, I really like to use Giphy.com. So it's GIPHY.com to find GIFs and different memes that you can use and pair with it, right? So just a side note, if you want to go to that, you can. So if you have a topic or situation, find the emotion, find a meme that relates to it. But if you have a meme that you would like to use already, or if you have an emotion that you would like to use, such as an eye roll, or you see Rihanna like dancing or something like that, and what I like to use Rihanna memes, then you can think of a relatable situation or topic based on that emotion that the person is expressing in the meme, right? So that's where the two sides of the coin come in. There's the emotion side, then there's the topic situation side that usually becomes your label for the meme, right? So for example, for Feel Good Social, I recently created a meme that it's Beyonce. It wasn't Rihanna, but Beyonce is like dancing on stage and she has like, these backup dancer, sexy dudes who are dancing behind her and stuff. And I found the meme and I was really loving it. And so I was like, ooh, how could I make this relate to my brand? And I was like, ooh, okay, what is the situation here? What's the emotion here? Everyone is on stage. Beyonce was looking all like sexy. She's in like a gold outfit and stuff. And then her backup dancers are like shirtless and they're all in sync. And they're just totally like, Beyonce is obviously like the star of the stage, but then the backup dancers were just kind of like there for support. You know what I mean? And I was like, ooh, okay. So the situation right now is that Beyonce's on stage doing her shiny, beautiful, fierce thing. And then these backup dancers are kind of behind her, supporting her, right? So what in Feel Good Socials, content, industry, topics, all those different things could I relate to this meme? Right? So what I labeled it was Beyonce is your brand. The backup dancers are your content pillars, right? Because your content pillars are there to support your shiny, badass brand, and they can help your content creation process and make it easier and help your brand shine online / shine as Beyonce on stage, right? So that is how I created this meme, right? So whether you're starting with the situation and you want to find a meme that relates to it, I would search for an emotion meme or even just search for a favorite celebrity who you like, right? you can pair a topic situation with the meme itself, or you can start with a meme and think, okay, what is happening in this situation? Is there a certain emotion? What is going on? What's the story behind this meme? And how can I relate that to a certain topic or situation that is also relatable for my ideal customers and helping me prove a point or just like drive something home, right? Or hit the nail on the head, right? So that is how I create memes. I like to either start with a meme, think about the situation, how can I relate this to my brand? Or I like to start with a situation that I want to portray and then find a meme to match. And usually I find that meme based on emotion. Okay. So hopefully this is making sense, my friend. If it's not, remember, you can always go scroll through Instagram with a notebook and just start being aware of what memes people are posting and why they're working. And I promise you, you'll be able to create memes for your brand based on the memes that you see over on the platform. Okay. So really quickly, I want to share a few different types of memes that you can start creating for your brand. So like I said, you can do animated or you can do video memes, right? That you can find on Giphy.com. Giphy.com is Giphy.com. And it's basically just like little scenes that are moving, that are repeating over and over. I really like using those because you can download them as a video then, and videos just perform really well on the platforms, right? So if you can find a Giphy meme, a GIF meme that you can turn into a meme, that is great because that allows you to kind of post a video on Instagram that performs really well. But you can also just find photos and whatnot and turn them into memes, right? But basically what you want to do is just find a photo or a moving GIF or video of some sort, and then you are going to label it with whatever the relatable situation is, right? And I actually, in the Feel Good Social Club, have created several templates for memes. I've created several templates where I drop a GIF into kind of a frame in Canva. And then I've made the memes look a little bit prettier with the labels and all that stuff so they can feel quote unquote on brand and whatnot. Because that is a situation that I run into often when it comes to creating memes for your brand. They're not like super pretty. Right. So in the Feel Good Social Club, I've actually created several templates. You could drop a GIF into a frame in Canva, and you can actually search for GIFs in Canva itself, which is super awesome. And then label it in that way. You can also do cutout memes, which is pretty cool. And I've actually created a set of templates in the Feel Good Social Club's content library for that as well, where I have found a moving GIF of like Rihanna dancing or Beyonce or Lizzo or whoever it is. And I have taken the background away. So it's just the person moving in that meme way as a cutout. And I've dropped that into a Canva template so you can change around the colors and feel on brand in that way. Those are a little bit more complicated to create. I use a website called unscreen.com to take away the background of the meme videos if you want to check it out. And then I drop those into Canva to create that. And then another way you could create a meme is actually, okay, I don't know if these are called memes, but I'm just going to call them memes because they kind of have the same idea behind them, right? But you can create a reel with a meme type of audio, right? So if you watch reels at all on Instagram, you've probably seen a lot of original audio that people upload and create. And often they come from TV shows, right? Or movies. Through the holidays, a lot of Grinch audios were like popular, right? Where the Grinch is like talking and you get on Instagram on like face to camera and you just kind of pretend to be talking like the Grinch, right? There's a lot of like Friends audios that are trending right now, all these different audios, but I would call that a meme as well, right? So that is another way that you could start possibly creating memes online is finding trending original audio from your favorite TV shows or from just other people who are talking and interpret that yourself, right? I was actually just talking with one of my Feel Good Social clubbers about how we really want her to create kind of a meme, like a spoof video reel to Let's Get Physical by Olivia Newton-John, right? We were just chatting about this because she was participating in our content challenge, and it's a long story, but we were talking about how we want her to, she's a digital, she calls herself like a digital workhorse, right? She's like a VA who helps you organize your systems and just do all of the tasks every week that are kind of like just on the to-do list that take up a bunch of time, but you don't really like, they don't take a lot of brain power and stuff. And so she's going to recreate Let's Get Physical song by Olivia Newton-John. She's going to dress up. I'm really hoping that this happens, but no pressure, Des, if you're listening, if you don't make this happen. But she's going to dress up in like old school 80s workout gear and do like Let's Get Physical song, but she's going to change the word to Let's Get Digital or Let's Get whatever she wants to change it to, and offer up different facts for how you can help organize your systems and whatnot, right? So hopefully this is making sense to you, but those are a few different types of memes that you can create. Find just a photo that's funny that you could label in a relatable way. Find a GIF that you can label in a relatable way. And then for the Feel Good Social Clubbers, the templates that I created in Canva help to make memes a little bit prettier. So you could drop a GIF into a frame in Canva, or you could take away the background and drop it on like a background with your brand colors or something like that, right? And then label it with your brand fonts to make it kind of prettier. Or you could just create a meme as a GIF in a different kind of way, right? But long story short, however you want to create memes and whatever way feels more comfortable for you to create memes, I just really encourage you to start dabbling with memes for your brand, my friend, because they can be so helpful. They can help boost your visibility on the platform. They can help you relate to your ideal customers more. They can help you prove point and make more sales. All the different things. Memes are super fun to create. They're fun to share, and they're helpful for your content and boosting your brand success online. So I would love to see any memes that you create. If you're inspired to create any memes based on this episode, please, when you share them, make sure that you either tag me at Feel Good Social or just send them to me at Feel Good Social in the DMs or something like that. And let me know, just that you were inspired by the podcast and you created a meme and whatnot, because I cannot wait to laugh and be entertained by you. And I'm just going to be so excited and so proud of you for creating memes for your brand, my friends. So when you do that, please share it with me and tag me at Feel Good Social on Instagram. Go ahead and connect with me over there anyway, even if you don't have time to create memes over there, because I just want to connect with you on Instagram and get the conversation started in the DMs. Okay, so let's go ahead and connect over on Instagram. I'm at Feel Good Social. And once again, if you enjoy this episode or if you enjoy any other episodes of the Feel Good Social podcast, I would really appreciate you sharing them with anyone else who could also use to hear them. All right, my friend, I will catch you the next time I catch you on the Feel Good Social podcast. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope you have a wonderful week. Thanks so much for listening, my friend. For show notes and a whole lot of other awesome freebies, visit feelgoodsocial.com. Simply go to feelgoodsocial.com for all the goods.